Hi everyone, it's Jenny Druitt from That's Crafty Stampers in Langwarrin. This is just a follow-up video from the last one I did. The last video I was showing you how to make your own one sheet wonder using the backing sheet from your designer series paper, and I showed you how to stamp a design on it. And what I'm doing with this video is I'm showing you how to cut this up to make 6 individual cards. And then I'm also going to show you how to make a box that will hold 5 cards, and we'll put one of the cards on the top. So to cut your designer series paper up to make 6 cards, we're just going to get either your guillotine or your stamping trimmer, and you're just going to cut it in half at 6 inches, right down the middle, and then you're going to turn it round and cut it at 4 inches and another 4 inches, so that will give you 3 cards at 6 by 4. And we're going to do the same thing on the other piece. This is already at 6, so we're going to cut it at 4 inches and 4 inches. So that's going to give you 6 cards. What you do next is you pick out some cardstock that will correspond with the colours in the cards. And I've got some mossy meadow, soft suede, and there's also old olive. So you're just going to get 3 sheets of coloured cardstock and cut them in half to make 6 cards. What you then need to do, if you were to put this on the card, it's just a little bit big. So we need to trim each of these cards down to 5.5 by 3 3/4. So all you do is you just cut on the long side at 5.5 and on the short side at 3 3/4. So it's just taking a fraction off each side so that when you put it onto the card, it's the right size. So now I've already done that on a set of cards that I did this poppy design DSP on. So these have all been cut down to 5.5 by 3 3/4. And then what you do with these cards, you just lay them all out. You get a sponge and one of the ink colours from the set, and I'm going to use soft suede. I've already done this, but I'll just show you how you do it. It's called distressing. You just pop your sponge into the soft suede ink, and then you're just going to go around all 4 sides of the card. Just sponge it like that. And that's just giving a shadowing effect and a little bit of depth to the card. So I've done that on, I haven't done it on this one. So you're just gonna, you'll see the difference it makes. It just gives it a nice aged look to it. And then what you need to do next is you pick out one of the designs that you would like for the top of your box, and the other 5 cards will be made up as cards. So I think I'll have, might have this one as the top of the box. And then with your placement of the cards, you just have to take into effect that you want a little verse. I'm putting a little verse and a butterfly on those. So I'm just going to arrange those how I would like them to be. I might have one the same way. Okay. There should be one more somewhere here. Okay. So I would attach all those cards and then stamp an image and a butterfly on, but I'll show you how to make the box for these cards to fit into. So this one's going on the front of the box. For the box, you need 2 pieces of A4 cardstock. The top of the box you're going to cut at 8 5/8 by 6 5/8, and the bottom of the box you're going to cut it at 8 1/2 by 6 1/2. Then you're going to score on all 4 sides at 1 inch. So you just put it in your scoreboard, score it at 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. So I've done that on both pieces. You'll notice that the bigger piece, that's going to be the top of the box. It's only 1/8 of an inch bigger. It needs to be 1/8 of an inch bigger to fit over the base of the box. So what you're going to do with the bigger piece, you're just going to put it onto your grid paper and make a pencil mark. That's about 22 centimetres. So we're just going to make a pencil mark at 11 on one side and 11 on the other side. And we're just going to get a 1 inch circle punch or a die cutter, and we're just going to put little notches into the sides, and this forms the lid of the box like this. So it just looks a bit more like a lid of a box rather than just straight across. So once you've done that, you then get your bone folder and you're going to put all the creases into the box on your score lines. These little boxes also make nice gift packaging ideas to put not only cards in but also other gift ideas like chocolates or toiletries or Bunnings vouchers and little garden gifts. So once you've done that on both sides, so there's the measurements of the box if you want to screenshot it. And these are quite quick to run up. They're also great for little thank you gifts, birthday gifts, lucky door prizes for your workshops. Once you've got all that done, you then get a pair of scissors, which I did have. I'll grab some scissors. Okay, so what we're going to do here is on these score lines, you're just going to cut up to that line and do that on all 4 sides. What's going to happen, these are going to go in like that, but to make them fit a little bit better, you need to take just a small wedge out of each corner. So you just cut little wedges like that out of each tab on the corner. So you do that on all 4 sides. I think a lot of you have probably already made boxes and you use this same format. You'll find they do fit better. We're going to do the same thing on the top of the box. We're just going to cut on those four lines up to the horizontal line. And again, we're just going to take out little wedges on the side. And then we're just going to get, you can either use double-sided tape, glue or snail adhesive. Just going to put some double-sided tape on each corner. I would normally put 2 pieces on each, but just trying to keep the video short, so we'll just put 1 on. And then that's going on the outside of the box because it's going to flip in that way. So you flip this one over so the outside of the box is facing you. And then you put your double-sided tape on. So if you enjoy doing this one sheet wonder stamping, you could make a whole lot of these up and not put any verses on the cards, and then when you come to have it as a gift or a thank you present, you just stamp your cards on the top of the box with what verse you want. But it's a great way of getting a few presents put aside, and then when it's time that you need something, it's all there waiting for you. So this is the bottom of the box. So you just line these edges up and pinch it. You get a nice neat fit by cutting those little wedges out. So that's the bottom of the box. Now we'll do the top of the box. You could have the bottom of the box a different colour if you wanted to. I've kept this all the same, but you can have them different colours. So the top's one colour and the bottom's another colour, and you'd get that bottom colour showing through. So we're just going to do these corners. And Alan's taking some pictures of some of the other designs that I've done in the boxes. So, and you'll just find that fits nicely. I hope it doesn't make a liar out of me. That all fits nicely with the little slot there. And then you just decorate this up. I'll just decorate the top because the cards will all be done the same way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some double-sided tape, not double-sided tape, sorry, Tomboy glue on this. Adhere it to the box. Stick that on there. So we might stamp a little image on here now. So I'm going to use, I quite like this little butterfly in Beauty Abounds. I'm making this as a present for a female. And then I think I'll have this as a I'll have this as a birthday gift. This is the Punch Party stamp that is a free hostess gift for qualifying orders, and there's lots of verses on here that are really usable for cards. They're for you. Hope you feel better really soon for a get well card, a thank you verse, and there is a happy birthday verse in there too. There's the happy birthday verse, so we'll use that one. Then you just pick out a couple of colours in the card that you like to use for your stamping. I'm going to use the soft suede for the writing. I'm just going, and I love using polymer stamp sets when I'm stamping verses because you can see exactly where they're going. So I'm just going to ink that up. Stamp happy birthday. Then we'll do a little butterfly in the green. So this is Mossy Meadow, and I might stick him in there. Okay, so that's the front of your box finished, and then we're just going to adhere this to the top of your box. So those colours are Mossy Meadow and Old Olive that I'm using on this box. And then all you'd have to do is finish putting your cards together. I won't do that because it'll take time. But finish putting your cards together with what verses. You can either have it that way or that way. What verses you want. Put an insert into them. Decorate some envelopes. And that makes a lovely gift packaging presentation box with 5 cards and envelopes inside, and the 6 cards you've used for decorating the box. I hope you've really enjoyed that, ladies. I hope you give it a go, and happy crafting. Thank you. Bye.